Hey, what's up, guys? Yours truly, Gothic Chic. Yeah, I figured this could be more on news videos that what I've heard so far. Let me see, because normally I would put it on MA News, but unfortunately, I don't have the equipment I need, so using my phone will be a lot more simple than I thought. So, um, okay, this I have to get this off my chest because this is mind blowing and gets me really upset about it that the news just exploded all of a sudden yesterday. And when I listened to the recording yesterday, I was like in deep of shock about it because I'll tell you, Stephen Collins, the one who played Eric Camden in Seventh Heaven, that he didn't know he was being recorded, but that he confessed about child molestation. I'm like, what the fuck about it? I mean, I was like, I was like, wait. I'm like, ah! And I listened to the recording that was posted from TMZ. I was about it, and this almost made me sick to my stomach, and I was just in deep in shock about it. And when I was at campus yesterday, I was like, I couldn't focus. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm like, what the f about it? Um, because I've been, let's see, well, Stephen Collins has been one of my role models, but after this, I don't think so. Because let's see, if those who haven't listened to the recording, I'll give you a small bit of information what I've learned from the recordings. Well, first of all, well, that I watched not Good Morning America, Fox 11 News, Good Morning LA. A little shout out to you guys. About the whole story about him, and that I do believe it was his ex-wife that's been threatening him about the divorce of the tapes from the therapy sessions. I was like, okay, she is taking this too far, and mainly, I think this she's gonna be suspected of those videos, and she says that she didn't leak those videos. I'm like, I don't believe her. I don't believe her at all. I think it's just a cover up because of the divorce. I think it's because of the divorce about money wise. I mean, it's not about it. Well, a little. Let's see. Here's a little bit what I've learned so far is that this whole started. I dug a little bit about his past. That around the 70s, he did something like this. He said that was like a good 12 or 15 years ago. That he said that's with like an 11, 12, 13 year old. Like 11, 12, 13 year olds. I'm like, are you kidding me? And even worse, like sexual, he said it was once. And that he didn't date any of those girls. And a little bit from those girls that it's from, let's see, relatives. I don't think it was from his, let's see, from his family. I do believe it's from his wife's, his, well, now his ex-wife's relatives. He said that lives across the way, and it was about a good 12, she was a good 12 years old. Again, he didn't date her. Um, and that he only said that there were 3 incidents so far for the past 3 years. But if he says 3 years, then that doesn't make no sense. That just makes no sense. It doesn't, because I do believe there were more than just 3 incidents. That's just my thought, and that there was. He said there was like a disclosure, touching through his stick, and I was like, who is he? I've always known he was a great actor. I've always known him as Eric Camden on Seventh Heaven for about 11 years. And mainly, I, after that, I got nothing else to say. I really don't. And when I read, here's the one thing that's worse for Seventh Heaven fans. Let's see, if you guys know Sarah, I think it was Sarah Goldberg who played Sarah Glass, Matt's wife, that she died yesterday. Like at the same time, well, yeah, that about the whole child molestation with Stephen Collins. I'm like, what? Because I let's say I grown to love Sarah Goldberg since she played Sarah Glass, and that I read how she died. They said it was natural causes, but around 40 years old, that doesn't make no sense unless she had cancer, she was sick, maybe ammonia or something like that. That's just my guess. I mean, it could be anything. That, but I'm like, she's about it. And I looked at the videos. Like I think from Catherine Hicks, who played Annie, his on-screen wife, and the one who played Mac, Martin's friend. I was just like, well, she's standing by him that he's a great guy, and it's just mostly positive thoughts about like, regardless of what he did, he's still a great guy. But even Beverly Mitchell, that let's see, she just threw a quote. I'm guessing she had nothing to say about it. I don't know about the rest of the cast, like Jessica Biel, Mackenzie Rosman, who else? I don't remember the rest of the actors on the top of my head. That, oh, and also for Haley Duff, I know she was there for season 10 and 11, but I don't know what their thoughts about everything else, because this is still pretty much fresh. But come to know that I really love Seven Heavens so much, and that it ran for a good 11 years. But I never suspected him of doing something like this. I listened to the voice. At first I figured that if the voices were being doctored, but I can tell from his, I think from his small, soft voice, it's definitely him. It's really him, and I just couldn't believe it. Was I was really shocked about it. Mainly now he's being investigated by it, and he's been fired from Ted 2, which I didn't know he was going to be a part of, because let's see, I'm excited for Ted 2, but I'm like, good, because the cops need to investigate this a little bit more, and now they're bringing New York to this, and then they're bringing a little bit to LA about this, because what happened around the 70s, that happened in New York. And now the other charges in LA. This could be a media circus about this. And I'm like, holy shit about it. Mainly, that's mostly my thoughts. That I'm still in deep in shock about it, and I think I lost one of my role models because of molestation charges. A lot of people say that it's not him. A lot of people say it is. But maybe I think it's the ex-wife's fault here. Well, they said that she had legal reasons to record this because of a felony that Stephen did. That, but still, like, she's been threatening him mainly because of divorce, the money wise. She's just being greedy. She's just being greedy. I don't get what is up with people these days about threatening people because of, well, money wise. Mainly, people are greedy. They're greedy about money. But when he said about the ages of the girls, I'm like, how sick are you? I couldn't believe this. And a lot of people from the cast said that, let's see, there was nothing about this going on. And and since I'm thinking about time wise, that since Seven Heaven ended, I do believe like a good thing since 2006 or 7. I think it's been like about at least, let me see. I would say about like 7, 8 years around there, but then I'm guessing this whole thing started later on, because I haven't heard anything, nothing from Stephen Collins since Seven Heaven ended, um, mainly this face right here as my sign of a deep shock, and I'm just speechless about it. But still, guys, and to be honest though, for this whole news about Steven and Sarah, that it destroyed my love for Seven Heaven for good and kind of ruined my childhood a little bit. Because I've grown to love the show since I think I was around my teen years. Still, but what do you guys think? Because for haters about Seven Heaven, you're more than welcome to comment about this below. That, what do you guys think about Stephen Collins doing all of this for years? And did this destroy your love for Seven Heaven? Did this destroy everything how you felt about Stephen Collins and all and things he did to those girls? My opinion, but because of this, I think I can feel there's a lawsuit going to be going on, and that since Stephen Collins didn't know that he was being recorded, I think he might sue her. That even though she had legal reasons, but there was no consent about it, and I thought that for the therapist wise, well, according to the rulings, that most therapy sessions are remain confidential. But still, but what do you guys think though? About everything you did about Sarah Goldberg. That now I'm adding a little bit on this one. And did it kill Seven Heaven for you? And plus, for one thing though, if you guys are looking for the show, don't bother because it's been removed from the network until further notice about the molestation charges. But still, your thoughts about it. So, for haters about Seven Heaven, your empathy, everything, you're more than welcome to comment about this. I have no problem of discussions that, let's see, I could answer you guys. So, that's pretty much it here. So, you're truly Gothic Chic. So, see ya.